Prepper Basics, taking a look at the Midland 75 822 40 channel CB radio. This is Throttle Up Prepper. Prepper Basics, taking a look today at the Midland 75-822 40 channel handheld CB radio. I am Jeff, and this is Throttle Up Prepper, and you are a valued part of the Throttle Up Prepper family. Welcome to the program. If you're a subscriber, thank you. I got a few new ones here this past week. Appreciate you guys and all of you that have been with me from the beginning. God bless everyone. I appreciate it, and I hope to deliver some good content to you today. As you guys know, emergency communications, ranks pretty high on the tier of things that are important. Obviously, water, food, shelter, security, protection, way to protect your preps is very important stuff. But communications is critical. We got to be able to surveil our surroundings. We got to be able to listen in on conversations that are happening. We got to be able to get news. We might not have radio and television or internet at our disposal to know what's going on in our area, in our region, in the country. How would we know if it's an EMP if you're not in the center of the country and don't see a big flash followed by a power outage? Maybe you're on the East Coast like I am, or West Coast or somewhere far removed, but you experience a power outage and you don't know. I guess there's assumptions you can make, but at any rate, you need to be able to communicate. As my number one method, when the phones go out and internet's down, first and foremost, ham radio operator. I think it's the way to go for you guys with the tinfoil hats that are worried about the government knowing well, who you are and where you are, and I don't know. I don't have a driver's license anymore. Us blind folks don't get allowed on the road. That Mr. Magoo thing ruined it for us. But if you got a driver's license, a bank account, if you own a home, you got a car that's registered, forget the firearms, forget anything. They know where you are. So, having a license to talk on a radio, I don't know how that adds to giving things away. Maybe it does. Maybe I'm a fool. I don't know. It's a good idea in my mind. So, that helps with, your long distance communications. We can reach out and touch someone at a pretty good distance, especially with the higher class license beyond technician class. You can literally transmit and receive from around the world. I'm not there yet. Still just a tech class myself. So, one of the things I found is that getting others on board with the ham radio is like pulling teeth, brothers and sisters. It's easy. I passed the test, therefore you can pass the test. I'm not stupid, but I'm not brilliant either. No Mensa student here. So, but still, I don't know. People fear the challenge or whatever it is. So, as a backup, as an alternate means of surveilling other channels, having a CB radio citizens band, for those of you who don't know, big in the 70s and even into the 80s, not so much now, but it still works. It's still good technology. A few videos ago, you saw me talk about the Craco Mayday 2, this big giant box that's had you pass for a handheld back in the 80s, I guess, that a neighbor gave me for free. Awesome. It worked. Today, I got a present from my wife. Well, I didn't get it today, but I'm showing it to you today. And at the end, I'm going to give you a couple of my gripes, so stick around. This isn't all favorable, and this isn't sponsored in any way, shape, or form, but I really wanted this one. Why? What's so special about the Midland? Well, number one, any CB radio you get today is going to be relatively inexpensive, under $100. Most of them under $40, the mobile radios and even some of the handheld units. The reason I wanted this is not only, right now I got the battery pack here on the bottom that holds my 8 lithium-ion rechargeable batteries, but a charger alone at Best Buy, it was like $20 or so for the the batteries, but the charger at Best Buy was like 30 bucks. 30 bucks. You could buy another radio for that. And this radio was $77, batteries not included. But it comes with a charger. So with the battery pack installed with the lithium-ion batteries, rechargeable, I can plug in and can actually receive while it's plugged in and transmit. But I can charge my battery. So if I've got batteries that need charging for this, I can charge it. If I got batteries for other things that I need charging and I don't have another $30 or I don't have another charger available, I can stick them in here and charge. It also came with a handy dandy little battery pack. These just slide out. It's a little smaller for the alkaline AA batteries. Only takes 6 of those because apparently alkaline batteries put out more power than lithium-ion rechargeables. And here's the pièce de résistance that you can tell I have not actually tried yet because it's still in the wrapper. This slides on the bottom in place of the battery pack and turns this into a mobile unit. You got the 12-volt charger, plugs in your cigarette lighter, but it has this interesting little also. I believe that's the PL239. Where you can attach a mobile whip antenna, a magnet mount on your car. So you can extend the range at which you can reach out and touch someone. And I'm thinking of, because I'm down here in the bunker, I could give you a demonstration, I kind of will. But you don't get a whole lot of reception underground, but I have access to my PL239. And I'll probably stick another antenna out there specific for the CB frequency so it'll actually work. Go figure. But down here, I've got a 12-volt converter from, the wall, was it 110 volts to 12 volt. So I'll be able to connect that down here. So again, this just slides out. Little button here. I'm not going to take it all out because then I got to put it back. But here we go. Simple, let you know what's on. What I like about this radio is for the visually impaired folks out there like me, it's tactile. You got these buttons, channel up, channel down. You got to push to talk here. Everything's, actual volume and on and off. Squelch. Oh yeah, not going to get anything down here in the bunker, but it's there. Got weather bands here I can feel, and see that? So, pretty staticky outside. It comes in really nice. We've tested this with the other radio. It works great. Here's the only complaint. Well, oh, by the way, it's got 5 memory channels. I'd like to say they work nice. Not so, but I'll explain in a minute. Memory 1. You can toggle when you push it once, automatically goes to emergency channel 9. The second time goes to the trucker channel 19. And the third time goes to the preset. I was able to get this radio, again, I'll explain, to put in a specific channel that will help me to be able to know a starting point where I'm at so I can maneuver around. Not able to program the other ones. I got this from Amazon. This is my second radio from Amazon. Here goes the Amazon gripe, so you guys know I ain't getting paid by nobody for this business. I got the radio. It's supposed to be one of the best ones out there. 4 or 4.1 stars out of 5. Great reviews. But the thing is, I got it. I couldn't. It worked. I can transmit. I can receive. The weather function, everything works, but you can't program it. It's super simple. You just hit the function key once. You get the right channel you want. You hold the memory key for a few seconds until it beeps, and it's supposed to be set. It didn't work. I was under the impression maybe Amazon accidentally or intentionally, I don't know. I'm guessing it would have to be accidentally sent me a refurbished one or a returned one. So I can't talk to anyone at Amazon, but I sent in for a new one. They don't charge you unless you don't return the other one within 29 days. So we're sending the other one back. This is the new one. I was able to get it to work. I can program one channel. Before I got this, I spoke with Midland, and of course they rave about this. This is a great radio. You chose wisely. It's great. And I told them what the problem was. It seemed unusual to them. They told me right out of the gate, even though I got it from Amazon, I can send it directly to them. They will fix it. They'll get it working. They'll replace it. They'll do what they have to do. Customer service for Midland, I would have to say absolutely top notch, excellent. They did tell me it would take about a week. I'm impatient. And I figured I got a warranty, so I'll deal with them later. I just wanted to get it. I wanted to have it. I wanted to mess with it. I wanted to experiment with it a little bit. And quite honestly, I wanted to share it with you guys as a great option, a great alternative. Like I said, the radio works. Memory functions working, not working. For me, probably a little more critical than it would be for you. At least I've got the one channel working. Probably sometime this week or next week, I'll get around to contacting Midland and ship it in and tell them what channels I want programmed. Maybe it's operator error. I'll put that out there. Maybe, I don't know. It seems pretty simple. I got it to work with one on here. But anyway, the antenna, little rubber duck. It's a BNC connector. You just put it in, quarter turn, and it's done. So I have some ideas of what I'm wanting to do, and set up this as a great way to connect with people in your prepper group that don't want a ham license, can't get a ham license, don't get it, whatever the case is. You got to have a way to communicate. And again, these things, maybe depending on where you live and what kind of obstructions it is, line of sight. However, the nature, on Channel 6 here, I get people talking in Louisiana and in Galveston, Texas. I'm in Western North Carolina. I can't communicate back. It's only 4 watts, but it's amazing what you can get on these things. Not as popular, admittedly, as they were back in the 70s and the 80s, but they serve a purpose. And do I think it's worth having one? Absolutely. There's cheaper ones out there. Like I said, instead of getting a $30 or $29 or whatever mobile unit and having to hardwire it into my car and then getting another one for $40, $50 for a decent handheld, I thought spend a few extra bucks, 2-in-1. Like I said, we already have the one in the car anyway. So overall, I'm happy with it. I like it. I'm going to keep it, once I get Midland to make it right. And I suspect from talking with them that they will. So listen, what's going on? What's happening? When's it going to happen? I don't know. No crystal balls here. But I can tell you that it's definitely time for all of us to throttle up. Until next time, God bless.